The R.I.P Talk summons you to a conversation from the crypt of pop culture. Gatekeepers Mark and Jamie resurrect the musical and artistic subcultures that brought them together in Omaha during the early aughts, with dark detours into the paranormal and the occult. Dance with them to the undead pulse of days gone by. From post-punk to poltergeists, theirs is a story of a cultural awakening at the end of days.
Hi, welcome to the R.I.P Talk. I want you to take a seat and relax. Try to rid your body from any demons that might be attached to you or any unwanted spirits. On the count of 3, I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do that one more time, but this time I want you to take a deep breath in and smell freshly popped popcorn drenched in butter. 1, 2, 3. At this point in time, it's really important for you to stay with me and let my voice guide you through the many different scenes of relaxation. Right now, I need you to visualize yourself standing outside of a building. I want you to look up and you see a marquee. On the marquee, it's going to say some kind of a classic horror film. Whatever one pops in your mind first, that's the movie you're watching tonight. After you pick it, we're going to walk up to the box office and you're going to pay for your ticket. Once paid for your ticket, go inside the lobby. As you enter into the lobby, I want you to look around and notice everyone, the excitement in the air, possibly anxieties and fears. If you have enough money, I want you to go to the concession stand and get some popcorn and some candy and a drink. Once you've picked out your treats for the night, make sure you look at your ticket stub and see what theater number you're in. It should say theater 13. Now let's take a walk down the hallway to find theater 13. We're walking down the hallway. Suddenly, you see theater 13 and the door slowly opens. An usher guides you down the aisle, seating you in your seat. Once seated, you notice the dim lights. You also hear the whispers and the sound of hands jumbling through the popcorn buckets. You also notice the lights are going out and the velvet red curtains are pulling back and you see the silver screen. Everyone, this is R.I.P Talk, Episode 2, Silver Screen Hauntings.
Lights, camera, action. Behind the silver screen, is it really what it seems? Rumors of curses and hauntings on the sets of films have been rumored for years. Are these rumors true? Were supernatural forces at work during the filming of The Exorcist, Poltergeist, The Omen, and The Craft? We will give you the pieces, but it's up to you to figure the puzzle out. Welcome to Silver Screen Hauntings. How are you doing, Jamie?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
it was kind of hard to pick some. I mean, there's so many films out there in this world that have associations with the supernatural and kind of strange occurrences. And I think we've curated a nice little select few movies that kind of have some really nice documentation to some strange occurrences that have happened during the production of these films. So I'm happy to be here with you. And so I'm going to talk to you about The Omen, 1976. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have,
Like
and I love it.
it's it's one of like the most terrifying movies. I saw it when I was like really young, and it like freaked me out. It was
How
like
old were you?
I was probably like 9 or
You were
something.
9. I thought you were going to say 2 because it sounded like when you were going to say 10, but it was like 9.
I don't know. 2. No, I don't know. I mean, who knows? The Omen was made in 1976. And as you know, the movie revolves around an American diplomat and his family. So the American diplomat is Gregory Peck, and he plays Robert. And his wife Catherine is played by Lee Remick, and their son Damien is played by a guy named Harvey Stevens. And the whole film is about this dad's ever-growing suspicion that his son is the Antichrist, because of all these strange happenings that occur when this kid's like out in public. So it's very similar to when
Your
we
life?
step out. Yeah.
This movie was actually you.
This is actually a documentary.
About you. Yeah, you're just like watching your own fucking recording. Your home video.
Home movies. So the film The Omen was the creation of a producer, I believe from 20th Century Fox, and he was also a born again Christian. So he was like up on the Jesus, and he was like, "Listen, we got to make a movie about the Antichrist." He saw dollar signs when he decided to come up with this idea because of the success of The Exorcist in 1973. But what's really strange is that since the beginning of the production of this movie, there's been just tons of documents stating like the weird, strange occurrences that have happened during the production of it. And it affected everybody from the producers to anyone that worked on the set to the actors. So I'm just going to give you a little information about what went down during this production.
Me,
so I'm going to first off tell you that Gregory Peck, the actor, he was supposed to take a plane when the beginning of the production of the film started, and he had to cancel his flight because of some reason or whatever. But it was kind of a good thing that he did, because the plane crashed the day that he canceled his flight. And what's even more strange is that the wreckage of the plane landed on a car that had family members inside that belonged to the pilot of the plane.
Okay. So this is insane, but I also just like I don't know why I can't wrap my brain around this, because it's not normal, obviously, and that's why we're talking about it, but it's like, how?
That one's pretty strange. Like there's some other ones that happened.
And
like
that's
there
like
was
an
like
actual fact. That's not a rumor.
No, that's like a thing that happened. Like plenty of people have talked about it. It's unbelievable. There was also a time when Gregory Peck and another individual on the production of the movie had like a planned dinner that they were supposed to go to, and they made reservations, and they were walking down the street, and the restaurant just exploded, and before they got there.
What?
Yeah, so it's just like it's these things that happened, like, you know, moments before something big happens. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a little weird.
That is pretty crazy. It's like no one is safe. And I will tell you right now, if I was an actress working or an actor working on that, I would be like, I'm done. I'm done.
Well, I don't know if I could ever. I don't think I could ever like. I don't think I could do it. Like, I don't think I could work on a movie that was like about.
Your childhood. I know.
Yeah, I don't know if I. Yeah, could I really play
Yourself.
myself in the Lifetime television
Documentary.
documentary about my life? I don't know if I could. I would have to get Tilda Swinton to be me. Could you imagine? I would love that.
I know.
So-
That'd be perfect.
So there was a lot of stuff that happened on the set of The Omen, and there's actually a really good episode on the streaming service Shudder. They have like a full series now dedicated to like hauntings on set. And so they made one about The Omen, and it goes through every single thing that has happened on the set of that movie.
Cool. I gotta watch it. I know that you gave me your.
I gave you.
But my TV,
Yeah.
I like, dude, technology in me lately.
You guys
don't even understand like at all what I have been going through on many levels with technology. It's like, that's why we're here in the interrogation room right now, because
Yeah. We should probably talk about the minimal look of our set today.
We will on Free Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So besides The Omen, I also wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a brief little rundown on my favorite horror movie. Well, one of them, The Craft, in 1996. I love The Craft. So The Craft is like the quintessential teen outcast movie. I mean, everybody that I ever knew that saw The Craft as a teenager immediately went and got like the Witchcraft for Dummies book. Like everybody I knew immediately was like, I'm gonna go call the corners. You know, I'm gonna do a circle of salt around my room, and I'm going to do some incantations. So on the set of The Craft, Fruza Bulk and Rachel True were dabblers in the occult prior to being casted for The Craft. So there was already this kind of like understanding by some of the actresses of like the intensity and the seriousness of witchcraft and almost an authenticity to it as well. You know, like I think that movie really does embody like what it actually kind of looks like to be a witch and to do, you know, spells and things like that. But then there's also like some fantastic things that happen in the film that are very, you know, just like special effects. But I don't know. I think it has a nice root in reality.
Yeah.
But there was a real witch that was on the set of the film that helped the girls. And she was there to facilitate in magical practices and opening and closing circles.
Cool.
And opening like portals and closing portals and making sure that everybody was energetically protected.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I think that you would definitely have like a witch coach. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's like a life coach, but
witch coach.
And the witchcraft store that is in the movie is an actual witchcraft store, and it's one of the oldest metaphysical shops in LA, and I think it's called Pan Pipes. I think they've changed the name as of recently.
Yeah.
But it's like one of the oldest witchcraft stores in LA.
What is it called? Pan Pipe?
Yeah, Pan Pipes, I believe.
Okay.
I think they changed the name recently because I was Googling it and it was a different name. But Fruza Bulk, though, she bought the store.
Okay.
After she was done doing the production of The Craft.
That's cool.
That
she made
sweet.
some cash and she's like, I'm gonna buy this.
She's like, I'm gonna own a witchcraft store. I just want to show everybody that I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a true witch. Oh, you think I'm just an actress? Well,
Think again, bitch.
Joke's on you.
Yep. Jokes on
Bippity
you.
boppity boo. So, and Rachel True is also, she played Rochelle in the film, and she's my favorite character, but she was also into the occult and the supernatural. And she's actually a tarot card reader, and she just actually recently came out with her own tarot deck.
Okay. I think I saw you post about that.
Yeah, she is amazing. And I've met her before, and she's like super down to earth, but she knows her shit. Like I like that there's like a hint of truth in her in her character that she played, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
So, and then I also kind of wanted to tell you about, remember the part in the movie when they like are doing the invoking the spirit down at the beach?
Yeah.
So Feruza, through the grapevine, the witch grapevine, like heard from other witches that it was a hard beach to perform pagan practices at because of the energetic forces at work at that particular spot.
What beach is this at?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably find that out.
It's okay.
It's in California, right?
They're all like the same. It's like one big beach in California, right?
Yeah, right?
Just like a paved road that you just go on the coast. It's
Yeah.
like the same water.
A beach is a beach is a beach.
A beach is a beach. I mean.
So I don't know if there was just like some like ley line that makes it energetically chaotic for witchcraft rituals or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But the besides like the warning of these other pagans that were like, yeah, that's actually not a really good place to practice. When they are doing the film, and you can see it in the actual film itself, when the waves kind of crash over the circle that they created, that was because whenever they would start filming that scene, the waves and the wind and everything started going like chaotic. So like the wave,
all real.
Yeah, like there's like, but after when they would stop filming that scene, the waves would subside and the wind would stop blowing. But then when they started the filming again, it got chaotic.
Crazy.
So even though they didn't actually make they weren't performing like a real actual spell, there was obviously something that was triggering these waves to get, to crash over the set.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not very spooky, but it's like a nice little hint of,
That is kind of like, I don't know. I think it's cool, but it's like also like super scary. Like witchcraft it's like some people get into it and they do like some gnarly work, but they do some big work, and it's like they don't know what they're doing. Big work, and they don't know what they're doing, and they do like a lot of negative work, and then there's people who are solely into it because there's such a beautiful part about it, and I think like lifestyle and like thoughts and I don't know, your way of life. So I think it's just kind of like twisted in many different ways with certain people and like what their goals are and like what they want to use it for,
Do you know what I call those kind of like light and airy witches? Those like, like hippie witches?
Yeah, what?
I call them rumors because like, all those chicks are like listening to Fleetwood Mac.
It's so good. That is such a good. Did you come up with that?
My friend Dave did. I can't credit it, but he's like,
that is so good.
Like, it's like a girl, like it's like a thing. Like that's a look.
Oh, and it's like a fucking lifestyle. What are you talking about? A look.
Yeah.
I'm a rumor. So
she's rumors.
She's rumors. Hi. Did you guys see Rumors today? Yeah.
It's so cute.
I love it.
Even though it's like yeah, it's like, but it's funny. Like, I don't know.
It's pretty funny. That's really cute. Yeah. That's super cute. Anything else about The Craft?
Well, the sequel sucks. Don't see it. I was going to talk about it.
That.
I don't even know if I want to. I don't even know if it's worth my time. I'd rather spend it on something that I'd like to talk about.
Well, I remember you being like, Jamie, like, we need to watch it. Like, are we going to do this? Are we going to watch it? And I'm just like, I don't know. I just always felt in my body that like it probably wasn't going to be good and very controversial. And ding dong, what happened?
Listen, I knew what I was getting myself into.
Did you? But I don't think you really did. I think that it was definitely a fucking trick or treat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I held on to hope, and I should have known better. But regardless, it's irrelevant. I want to talk about things that I like.
Yeah. I also just feel like I look like a ghost right now.
You look fucking awesome.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I really do like this removal of like any action we have.
Do you guys like this look?
It's just all about us, and like, you know, it's very sculptural, I think.
Yeah, I also feel like I kind of look like what's her name from Interview with the Vampire?
Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst, but what's her
Oh, I don't know.
It's Claudia.
Yeah. She's so cute.
Hi, this is Jamie. Sorry for the interruption. I just want to warn everyone moving forward that I have ruined every actor's name, not once, not twice, probably 20 times during the filming of this episode. Please forgive me. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
All right, so I picked one of my big heavy hitters is The Poltergeist, and everyone's seen it. It's like a classic childhood movie in the 80s. And so it is released 1982, directed by Toby Hopper and produced by Spielberg. So the dad is a realtor. They live in California. Happy family. They, the parents are pretty cool. And 3 children in the family. And they have a little daughter named Carol Ann who gets abducted through her bedroom closet by a whole bunch of gangload of ghosts.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's just like just a normal weekend excursion for you.
Yeah. That's just. I get home from work, I fucking clock out, and I'm just like, yep. So welcome to my bedroom. So she gets abducted in the closet by a whole bunch of ghosts, like a whole gang of ghosts. And they're under the control over the monster ghost. And his name is the Beast. Did you know that?
No.
It's kind of a cool name. So the Beast is just like the puppet master, and he's just controlling everything. And he takes Carol Ann into a different realm. And also, this house is built on, the whole property is built on Native American, like, burial grounds, like sacred burial grounds. So they don't know any of this. But before Carol Ann gets abducted, do you remember the scenes where like her and her mom are like weird stuff's happening throughout the house, kind of like playful activity.
Oh, the beginning?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like she like slides across the floor. And
she has a little football helmet on.
And like the chairs are building up, and like they go get like Pizza Hut and stuff.
Dude, that part, like when the chairs, that scared me. It's still scary.
So fucked up. There's like so many hauntings where like people talk about like they go into their like kitchen and the cabinets are all open and like could you imagine? My fucking hair would fall the fuck out. Like, are you?
I have like anxiety just thinking about
I would hope that I would get abducted at my closet.
You've got, yeah.
Just at that point in time, it's like, take me. The Beast, please.
Where are you
at? So, anyways, they kind of knew what was going on. They knew there was some scary stuff happening. Anyways, the whole movie is like fun but super scary, and there are a lot of characters in the movie that are like, so the characters in the movie, like the little brother, there is a scene in the movie of him getting attacked by do you remember when he gets attacked by the what is it called, like the clown?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's getting attacked by this clown, and he was actually like an animatronic clown, and it not only like actually is attacking him in real life, and supposedly Steven Spielberg saved his life. Can you believe it? That's a fucking rumor.
So that thing was like,
yes, it was like actually choking him.
There was like a malfunction.
There's a lot of malfunctions in that movie, but so.
But the clown malfunctioned.
Yes.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah. So here's the rumors and about this silver screen haunting. So the cast, there's a lot of deaths in this movie. Like everyone knows it. And it's said, it's whispered on the streets that it is cursed. What do you do, And so Carol Ann, Heather O'Rourke. How do you say her last name?
I think it's O'Rourke.
Is it O'Rourke?
Yep.
Okay, so she dies. So she plays on all three. She stars in all three Poltergeist. So she already looks creepy, right? Like they picked like a really good one for her, like that character.
Yeah.
I love that white lightning hair. Sometimes I wish I had that.
Yeah. She was cute.
So cute. So she dies during the last filming of the movie. And
Poltergeist
3. And they actually had to use a stand-in for her. But she was super sick. She died of septic shock, essentially. And while filming, she went into cardiac arrest. So she's poisoned at this point in time. Her body starts shutting down. She goes into cardiac arrest, gets transported away, and that's just like super sad. So she dies.
Yeah.
Then the big sister, Dominique Dune.
I think it's Dominique Dunn.
Dunn.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm just like, she's murdered by her ex-boyfriend after the making of the first Poltergeist. So that was in 1982, and she was 22 years old. So she gets murdered. I mean, the mom, Jo Beth Williams, the mom, she didn't die, but she had weird things happen to her. Like during the filming of the movie, like the place that she was renting, she said that whenever she would wake up to go to work, she would come home and like the pictures on the wall would all be like literally like hanging crooked and just like weird stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys know, because this is like a big, big thing about that movie, that the pool scene where they did you can see all like the bodies. That's just how they find out that they're living on a burial ground. That the skeletons, they're actually like real bodies, like skeleton remains, because it was cheaper back in the 80s to do that rather than to get plastic ones. Like, what? Anyways, she didn't know it at the time that they were actual bones, real bones. How?
I'm like cringing over here. I'm just like,
it's just got like, how do you come back from that? You don't.
Well, and I don't think the cast knew.
No one knew. No one knew.
Spielberg, what's up with that?
He's fucking scumbag. So she would talk about that. A lot of like crazy things was happening. Author James Caan, who was actually writing a novel about the book, right? So talking about lightning, because I feel like a lot of these movies that we talk about tonight, they have weird stuff to do with lightning. And so while he was writing this book, okay, so you're sitting in a dark room with a lamp and you have an air conditioning unit, and it's storming outside. It's probably the summer. And a lightning bolt is fucking blasted your air conditioning unit across.
Is this like a window unit? Like the little...
Dude, yeah, it fucking... it like charged. It charged the back of the unit. Like it just went boom and wink. So it hits him.
No. What?
It hits him and in the back. And then listen, so it hits him in the back, and then like all the power went off. And then he said this. He said that like once it all was said and done, the power came on, and his TV came on, and like a video game came on. Yeah, a video game came on, and they were literally started playing themselves. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's super scary, right? I mean, come on. What would you even do?
I would get out of that house. I don't know. But that's a little weird because it's very similar to
the movie.
The plot. Yeah, the movie.
Yeah. Okay, so I have more for you. So Poltergeist, yeah. So Poltergeist 2. This star the William Sampson, who is like the shaman guy.
Yeah.
He actually is a real life shaman, and he like is a medicine man in the sequel. So he like had to perform an actual exorcism on set to get rid of alien, quote unquote, alien spirits. And he dies a little over a year after, that film was released. Zelda Rubinstein, actress,
Love.
Poltergeist 3 experienced photographic light blur that occurred during a photo session of the actresses, leading her to believe that the pic was taken. So the picture, while this blur thing happened, her mom had passed away. And so she thinks that like during that time there was some kind of like energy shift, like that was possibly her mother. Like, cause there was pretty much a portal that was happening. Okay.
Is there a picture of this?
I tried
online?
to find it and I couldn't find it, but someone please find it. So then, they did the remake of Poltergeist.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I did.
Is it good?
I think it was kind of good. I don't know. I can't really remember. I cannot really remember. I think it was good. I think so. But anyways, so this one was done in 2015. Yeah. And this one, the house that they rented to do it was actually haunted. So they get in there and they start filming this movie. And the director, Jill Kennan, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce. I can't read hardly ever. So
it's okay.
I know. Anyways,
it's 2020.
It's 2020, guys. So he, like a couple days into it, he actually experienced a woman dressed in black, and he's like, "What is going on? Like, this is crazy." And she kept on making appearances throughout the whole filming. And then during, times like he used a lot of drones to do like aerial shoots, and they couldn't find, like they never could do they never could get an exact location of the house. It was very weird. Lights would constantly flicker on and off throughout the whole time they were filming. I did The Exorcist. So you guys, this movie is based on, I don't even know. We all know what it's about. Was made in 1973 during a time where, when this movie came out, like people were they thought that the devil came inside them at movie theaters, like legit,
yeah.
like it was like a real thing. So it's just like people were fainting, you know, like there was like mass hysteria during this time when people were going, you know, watching this, like all around the world, like when this came out, like people were just like in these theaters, like losing their shit completely, like how I do every day of my life.
Like fainting and like vomiting and
yeah, like seriously. So this is like actually based on like a real demonic possession. This boy was given the name, like when he got possessed, Ronald Doe. So the real history behind this movie is a boy, not a girl, and it's Ronald Doe. They named him Ronald Doe, just like a Jane Doe, to keep him hidden, in order to hide his like identity. So William Peter Blatty, so the author wrote the book, obviously changing the characters from the boy to the girl, and then like other minor, you know, details, and the film, and then it turns into a film. Okay, and it's very scary. So the Hauntings,
it's so scary.
It's super scary, and don't know how else to say it. So the Hauntings on the Exorcist set. You guys, there's so many, like, when I was doing research on this, like, I didn't even know where to begin, but the set caught on fire, toasting everything, like, poof, 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 like everything except for Reagan's room.
Shut up.
No, dude. It's like my life.
That's so scary.
I know. So it puts everything gets toast, set into flames, except for Reagan's room, puts the film back 6 weeks. There is Ellen Bernstein's the mom. You guys know there was a scene in there where she's like thrown around the room and she like actually is like screaming, and you guys can hear her screaming in the film. That's not acting. She like has an actual spine injury. There's 9 deaths associated with this one. I mean, it's so gnarly. It's like, I don't even know how to even explain more. That fire, the spine injury, the 9 deaths, the warning signs of, so the Jason Miller guy who played Father Karras, is that, is it Karras? Karras?
I think I'm not too sure.
So he plays a priest in the movie, like the famous priest, and he is walking down the street, and a priest actually approached him and gave him a medallion. This is like the creepiest one out of like the 20 billion stories so that I can think of. But like, so he's walking down the street. Close your eyes and try to. Okay. Imagine walking down the street. You play a priest. A lot of scary things are happening. And then suddenly a priest approaches you and gives you a medallion. What does thine do? Well, I'll give you a little hint. Well, the priest gave him this medallion and said to him, quote unquote, reveal the devil for the trickster that he is. He will seek retribution against you, or he will even try to stop what you are trying to do to unmask him. End quote. And then Jason decided to jump off a cliff after that.
Shut up!
But I would. So after that happens to someone, I mean, I would just be like, okay.
Did he know that he was on that set?
No.
Was he in the priest outfit?
No.
Oh God.
No. Randomly approached by a priest. So this is like a sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a sign that the devil knows.
I need a medallion.
You do. You do need a medallion. What do you have on your Chestnut.
Oh, I actually have a little thing that takes away the evil eye. Have you ever seen these little guys?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of like a little medallion, but
yeah, it's a medallion for sure.
yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so then, the actress who is playing Reagan.
Linda Blair.
Yes. Linda Blair is known in this movie to go through a lot of psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Because she's playing this character, and I guess she's never come out. She never came out of it. So can you imagine like playing this person who is possessed like 24/7 and you just cannot escape it? Like, do you actually become possessed? Like, so this is what Linda Blair happened to her. She's like on set all the time, and she starts having like these insane like mental meltdowns like constantly.
Really?
And dude, yeah. Like she was like it's rumored that she's had several mental breakdowns constantly throughout filming. Come on, like you're playing this,
Yeah, because it's weird. I never knew that about her, because every time I ever saw like interviews with her, she was always just like, spoke really like
yeah,
that it was a very controlled environment. But
No,
I mean, I don't blame her. I would be that way too,
yeah,
like,
that's how I am in real life, like, can you imagine like so that was something that's kind of scary. And then this is the last of it, and then I'm gonna end it. And then if you guys feel like you want to know more, like, do it. But this is like the scariest. Like the priest and this one are like back to back.
I can't.
Give
it to me.
It's called the Rome screening. So the first time that the film was screened in Rome, it was in a theater located between the two churches.
Shut up.
Don't get scared, Oz.
I'm totally freaking out.
So on the day of the screening, there was a torrential downpour, and like you could hear like inside this theater, like outside, like the storm, and like, so this theater, so one of the churches, it's like 400-year-old crosses. The cross, that's how old it was or is. It got struck the fuck down by a lightning bolt. And like it fell right in the middle of the what do you say, that piazza. The piazza. And so, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. The theater, and then you have these like churches, and it's like it came down with the lightning bolt, and then night.
I've only seen the first one 1.5 times in my whole entire life. That's how much I can't watch it.
So me and Janie went to go see when they brought it back out in theaters, the original one, when they put that extra scene in her walking down backwards.
Yeah, remember?
Dude, yeah, I remember, because how can I forget? That movie's scary because I think that what is scary to us is that it's based on true events for the most part. Believe what you want to believe, everyone, but it's like that stuff is real. Oh, yeah. I wanted to say this too. So the boy originally who was possessed, and this is based off of. So when I was doing research on this, because I just wanted to kind of know more of the backstory on like what this guy was and like who he was. And so before he was actually possessed, him and his aunt used to play the Ouija board all the time. And she passed away, and that was when they noticed he started acting, like crazy enough to take him to a hospital and get him checked out. And then once he was at the hospital, then that's when they did they brought in the priest, the original priest, who also has ties to where we're from, Omaha, and that's where he essentially died, and he was still practicing, which is like crazy. But I don't know. Like, can you imagine? I wonder what happened. Something happened. A lot of people who play Ouija boards, do you guys?
Oh, dude, I don't fuck with that shit.
No, I don't fuck with it either. But like, I wonder what happened during the sessions, and like, I wonder if he was playing with it after she died by himself, and then like just something happened to him, and you know, that's just like so scary,
dude. Like, I do not like Ouija boards. I used to play with them when I was like younger, but like, there's like a whole thing like of like opening and closing it, and like I can't be troubled with any of that, and they scare me. Like, you don't know what you're harnessing and tapping into.
You don't know anything. You have no idea what you're tapping into, and then like you invite into your life, and like what stays there, and it's definitely like trick or treat, fly away.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you guys, I remember my friends, I never did it because I grew up in like such a strict, I did not grow up in a strict religious background. My grandma was like that, and she just told us horror stories about it. So I like never ever looked into like wanting to do that because I was so fucking scared. But a lot of my friends would do it, and they were like shook afterwards.
No, I can't do with it. It's scary.
It's too much, and it's just kind of like, that's a rumor.
That is a not a good one either. That's like tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Do you think I have a good voice, a singing voice?
Yeah, it's really nice. I do not have one.
Try it.
No.
Okay. Okay, so what else? Those are my two movies. And I just want to wrap it up real quick in terms of the lightning. I think that when we were doing our research, we had talked and we had a recap of every kind of big, kind of biblical movie.
Yeah, or supernatural at least.
Supernatural, but a lot of the biblical ones had a lot of lightning bolts. Lightning bolts were fucking electrocuting people, shooting their asses to fucking Mars. So, I mean, what's up with that? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I think it's just it's energy, you know, and spirits are energy, like ghosts. They're energy. They're made out of energy.
You can't create.
They can do.
What is it? You can't create energy, or you can't create it.
You can? I don't know.
You can't create it or destroy it. That's what it is. Oh, yeah. I needed a word bank right there.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, that's funny how like all of them had that though.
But we were looking at it like Passion of the Christ had people getting struck by lightning twice or something, three times.
And their hair just shot straight up.
The guy that was playing Jesus, right? The Omen had a few of those. I think that it's like I don't know. It's like
you might have a inner witch, a sleepy witch. You might be a sleepy witch.
If you were asleep, you were definitely, you better be awakened by the time that lightning struck hits your ass. If that didn't get you revved up for some conjuring, then your ass is fucking toast. You're asleep to the world. Yeah. You'll never wake up. Metaphorically.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That is hilarious.
Well, I think to wrap everything up, I think that it's just really weird that the things that we create artistically in this world have this weird association and connection and coincidences that happen when it involves the other side or the unknown.
Yes. It's very weird, but also so intriguing. And it's an unsolved mystery.
100%.
Unsolved mystery. And
So
speaking of unsolved mysteries,
yeah,
I heard that we have a special guest.
go answer the door. Go get it.
Trick or treat.
See who it is. I love a werewolf.
I love a werewolf. I love it. It was so perfect. And now let's do a little deep dive in Free Spirit.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. So, what is Free Spirit? Free Spirit is when we just do a freestyle. We just get to talk about whatever's on our mind at that moment, whenever we want. So when you get in Free Spirit, you just can do whatever you feel, you know? It's like...
Let's see your cardigan. I love it. Show the world.
Listen, Jamie tried ripping me off.
Show them the belly.
Oh,
you guys, it only has 2 buttons on it. It's like fucking perfect.
No, it has like 4, but like I only have like, you know, like a little bit of.
Oh my God, I love it so much.
It's very sultry.
I love it.
I feel like I'm like a late 90s art gallery owner. You know, I'm just like, it's just like a statement without screaming anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's always nice to have, you know?
Yeah. It looks so good. I love it. But yeah, Free Spirit is Mark.
It's Jamie. It's all of us. I think we all have a free spirit.
During the month of October, like I would see giant ghosts and stuff, like hanging decorations, and I thought it was always really funny, and I would always take a picture and send it to Mark and be like
at the restaurant, like at restaurants,
yeah, you know? Like Starbucks and stuff like that, or like
it's just like a ghost instead
just
of Starbucks. A ghost.
And then I would send it to Mark, and you guys, I'm not even kidding you, something fucked up would happen that day, or like, do you remember that like all the time? It was just like, it's just super weird how Free Spirit fucking controlled us. Recap. So I just moved into a new city, and
congratulations, by the way. How's it going for you? No, it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's good. So I move into this new city, and I get like a normal person, you order your internet. The first day I moved in, it was supposed to be installed, and there was a problem. No problem. It's no big deal, you know, like no problem.
Minor bump in the
minor bump. And I went for how long? 20 days?
Oh my God. Yeah, it was like a lot. Like, and I was like, Jamie, like it was out of her control. She couldn't do anything about it. But it's like, dude, like days. You should, without the internet. And it's like, there's like hipsters in like Williamsburg that would like pay for like a vacation like that. Like off the grid, like where they fetishize like being off the grid.
Yeah.
And you lived it.
I lived it. And do you remember how dark I was? I was going through some shit, guys. And not only was I going through it, I was my so-called life. That's what I was doing. But I was just like writing these notes in my journal to Jared Leto and just like
that's
talking,
beautiful.
Yeah, just like talking about who I am as a person. And that's what I was doing. You know, I fucking would come home from work and take a seat, get out the old notebook, just
put on the Cranberries CD and just go.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. And I couldn't watch any movies. I couldn't do anything. I could not do anything. And I think that October was a real one. I hope everyone had a good Halloween and a good month of October.
What did we do? We had a mental breakdown on Halloween.
Sure did.
We were trying to do this, but the spirits were not allowing us to. And
the spirits were not allowing us to. And I think that on Halloween, it was Halloween, you guys.
Was there a blue moon?
Mm-hmm, the blue moon was out. And didn't you tell me that your friend told you about the blue moon?
Yeah, my friend's like an ancient astrologer, and she said that like it was like she was like, for me personally, she was like, something is going to test you. Like you're going to get a test tomorrow. Like you're going to get a surprise. Like, I think that was actually kind of universal. She's like, you're going to get like, something's going to surprise you tonight. And I'm like, well, it definitely happened.
I got a couple surprises on Halloween for sure. Like,
we got a lot of tricks.
We had a fucking lot of tricks.
No treats.
I think I had one treat, but it was like, for the most part, have you ever been electrocuted before?
Probably.
I like that look. I like it.
Let's talk about my shine.
Yeah, he just was birthed tonight.
Yeah, I was like, I put some Vaseline on my face and I was like, I want to look like I got out of the water.
Yeah, you look like you just got done with a slip and slide. Oh my God, my camera, sorry guys.
Slip and slide.
My light just fell and I kind of like this light though.
It looks a little green. It looks a little like pearl.
A sleeping witch.
That's totally you. You're coming into your own.
I'm a sleeping witch, guys.
It's like a coming of age story.
Yeah.
But paganism. I think this is a nice little unexpected. I like this, how it casts on your face. Like a shard of glass, reflection.
Hi, welcome to the Rip Talk. Let me guide you into the night. I love this look.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thanks. Also, we have a hotline that a lot of people are actually using, and I want to thank everyone for calling in because we have so many stories that we're gonna blast.
Yeah. I'm excited to do that.
Yeah, we have like literally over 100 stories, and I think that we take turns every night. Well, I know that last week we did. We took turns and we filtered through them, and there's so many good ones, guys. Like I think there was like 2 of them that had like 3 parts to them. So
it was good. Like, and I think it's just like it's like it just kind of reminds me of like
Babysitters Club.
Leaving a message. Yeah, dude, I love the Babysitters Club. The TV show from the 90s is like so good.
So good.
But it's like the Babysitters Club teen line meets Catholic confessional. Mm-hmm. And it's anonymous. You don't even need to leave your name.
Don't leave your name.
Don't leave your name. Just and like it's like a place to just go and just.
It's to release.
Go.
Also,
it's a free spirit.
It's a free fucking spirit. And also, there was one. Obviously, I'm not gonna say who it was, but It was definitely a confession on a hex that someone did on someone. So, and it's well deserved. That's all I have to say to you.
Good job. Well, I think that it would be, I don't know. I kind of like those little stories of people like dabbling in, witchcraft or ghost encounters or,
whatever.
There's a lot of supernatural activity happening in Omaha right now. Angels, you guys. Listen to this. Angels are not the things that you think that they look like. The way that you perceive angels, like precious moments or like figurines.
In the arms of an angel.
But they don't. But do you like, dude? Okay, angels do not look. Angels are not what they seem. Real angels look like this, and I'm going to put a photo.
They look
right
like
here, and they're terrifying.
They look like a fucking nightmare.
They're scarier than a demon.
Yeah. Like, I would probably rather see a demon.
Yep.
My God, I would rather see a demon creep from underneath my bed
come
out of, yeah. Or come
then
out
see
of
that
my,
thing in the sky.
yes. Or to come out of my house and see that shit. You guys, you are gonna fucking, we're putting the link up so you can just take a little look-sees, but it is so fucking gnarly.
They're scary.
Very scary.
But these are like biblical. They're biblical depictions of like what is written on how they look, and but also you have to think, you're like, well, they actually would. I mean, it makes sense that they would look like that. I don't know. But it's like,
does it make sense that they would look like that though? No. When you guys,
I think so.
I don't know. When you see it, we're gonna have an episode on it. So, but we're gonna end this. We want you guys to all call the hotline so we can compile all of the stories,
all the data,
and yeah. We also have the email that you guys need to write us emails. We have like, I don't know, only 20 emails that we have so far. So we want to do that. But newsflash, updates, and thank you for watching and listening to us tonight.
It was fun.
Yeah, on episode 2. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.